XRP made me orgasm today. Just look at all of these purple slash green candles. Just look at them. Oh, got me just a little bit wet. This is amazing, people, and this is not even the beginning, or it's only the beginning. But welcome everybody to Crypto Angles podcast number 78 or 79. I can't remember. My name is Kelita Sahliah. If you're new, welcome. Over here, I combine astrology with the crypto markets, but it's astrology of the sky, not mainstream tropical Western bullshit astrology. Is the sun, moon, and stars you see above your head. So, if you are new, the order of this video will look at the astrological story of this cycle to see how it could be impacting the crypto market. So happy new month, everybody. And then we'll check out the technical analysis for Bitcoin, XRP, and ZDXY. So sometimes there's gematria connection, sometimes not. If you want this calendar, it's available on Etsy. I'll show you in a moment. But let's jump right into it because battery is not batterying, it's low. And I want this to be like 10 or 15 minutes. But anyway, here we are. Here, the 2nd of December. I'm recording this late, so you'll probably watch it on the 3rd. But we are in the new moon, no moon phase where price is trying to find its resistance, and we're going to be in this phase. Oh, there was going to be a mini confirmation burp then for 5 days. So if you are new, the moon impacts the crypto markets a lot when it comes to finding its support and resistance. And astrology in itself impacts the crypto markets a lot because it impacts or has some sort of impact when it comes to making decisions. Okay, so that's how it all intertwines. So 5 days after our new moon, no moon gives us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 when Mars stations retrograde in Cancer. So stations retrograde in Cancer. Venus enters Capricorn, and we're also getting Uranus stationing direct, as well as Fortune stationing direct. Also, if you are new to this and have no idea of all these symbols, it is inside of the calendar, so you can learn it yourself as well. It's a learning calendar, it's a learning resource. But anyway, so what is this telling me? We have been pulled up to our new resistance level. So right now, crypto is finding its resistance level. And yeah, some cryptos may have already found it. Some may still be finding it. Some would have topped out when the new moon came in. But some like XRP and HBAR, Hedera Hashgraph, have just blown right through it. And we'll take a quick look at them as well. What is, oh, it was in Scorpio and it's finished off in Ophiuchus. So it's all about death and transformation. This new moon brought about transformation. And as I have been telling you, if you've been watching my previous videos, this Ophiuchus energy, since Mercury entered Ophiuchus, this transformative energy is just continuing. And again, it is Ophiuchus season, people. It's not not what's it called, Sagittarius is not, and the sun is in Ophiuchus right now. Okay, so Fortune stationing direct, this is all about fortune and prosperity. So it moving forward is naturally going to bring fortune and prosperity your way in this transformative energy within the markets. Okay, so just keep that mental note. Mars stationing retrograde. Retrogrades offer a going back, looking over, a redo, or finishing off of things that you didn't have time or space or capacity to do before. Mars represents our natural drive and our passion. So we will be rethinking our drive and our passion. Okay, finishing off things, sorting out things when it comes to this Cancer energy. So what will you want to grow and nurture? What will be your drive and passion to grow and nurture? And if you're watching this video involved in crypto, that may be a part of it. With Venus entering Capricorn as well later in this cycle, Venus representing our material reality, which covers money as well. It's about focusing our things for the long term. As Pluto is in Capricorn as well, it's about that long-term stability, our drive and our passion, what we want to grow and nurture based on our long-term stability. And with Neptune stationing direct in Pisces, as you can see, sat there in Pisces, Neptune is the deepest aspect of who we are. It can tap us into our dreams, visions, our goals, and all things of that nature. And we're moving forward in that. So we're moving forward in that whilst focusing on what can be there for our stability and long-term goals, as well as going over, redoing things that equate to our drive and our passion that we want to grow and nurture. So if you're starting to think more long term of what even you're going to do with your crypto holdings, how you're going to withdraw, where you're going to put it to, what you're going to do, when you're going to withdraw, things obtaining to your long term goals and stability, then so could be why. But that is basically it for this cycle. They are minor aspects I feel will have an impact on your personal life to see how you'd potentially interact with the crypto markets. And of course, this is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor, but ultimately the main thing I want to focus on is we are being pulled up to our resistance. So it's fascinating that not all of them, like Bitcoin and Ethereum's moving pretty slow, but we have been pulled up higher, meaning when it comes to find our support with this full moon during the Mercury retrograde, and that was something I said to highlight, I feel this will be explosive. Oh, confirmation burp. This will be explosive. That's what I'm seeing. And there was a confirmation burp right there. So yeah, it's nice to see that we're being pulled up into our new resistance level for some cryptos to then find like a lower support. And the moment we find that support, we're going to be pushed up. I'm mentioning this one because after this cycle, we will be entering into the full moon phase 5 days before 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So from the 10th. Okay, so we will cover it on the 8th, as long as I get a video out on time, because some days I'm a bit slow. But regardless, just keep in mind that and we'll come back to it. But we're finding our resistance level. Now let's take a look at the chart. Oh, XRP. Oh my gosh. It's just like, oh, baby. Anyway, so Bitcoin stock to floor model. Let's take a look at the stock to floor model quickly. Let's take a little look. So we're still in the orange. We're getting a little bit lighter. It feels like we're at this point in the past iterations, like this point. And as you can still see, there's still like quite a way to go, even though on this zone, this was that messed up bull run that wasn't really a bull run. We were still orange. We came down and we double topped, and if you look at Bitcoin's chart, you'll see the double top that it did before we started to correct. But in the past iterations, when we go from the darker orange into the light, we still go up into a bit of yellow and tap into the green before it's time to start getting out. So I will say keep an eye on this, because some altcoins have moved now and they've moved a lot. I feel they will have a cool down period. They will have a cool down period whilst Bitcoin continues to do what it needs to do, and then Bitcoin will lose its dominance and then pour into the altcoins again. So just keep an eye on the Bitcoin stock to flow model, and it's literally called Bitcoin stock to flow model plan B. Okay, keep an eye on that so you can see when to get out. Like basically, when it's starting to turn the lighter orange, you need to be getting ready to have your plan, to execute your plan. And I'm going to say from when it's yellow, you really want to be getting out before it starts to turn green, and make sure there's nothing on exchanges. Have your hard wallet, cold storage wallet, and things of that nature. So let's take a look anyway at our beautiful XRP. We're gonna do this one first because it just looks so amazing. It looks so amazing. Just look at that breakout. Just look at that, and then pew. So we have had for XRP on the W time frame. Just have to check the mic's still on. But we have had uno, dos, tres, cuatro, cinco. We've had cinco, 5 cycles of upward momentum when it comes to XRP. This is just, we're in this one now, so we don't know how this one's going to close. So solidly, we've had uno, dos, tres, cuatro. We've had cuatro, and we've had 4 cycles of upward momentum. So that's looking good. As I mentioned, there should be a cool off period at some point. So don't be alarmed for a pullback. But my question is, when will that pullback happen? When will it happen? Because let's just scroll. Let's give it a little wiggle and scroll. So looking back at this chart doesn't go to its full inception, but when it skyrocketed, we're at that zone. We're literally at the zone where we jumped up, and then when we wicked down, we wicked back up to that point. So it's not alarming that XRP is literally at $2.74 right now as I'm doing this video at 10:30 at night GMT time. So just to put it in perspective, but it's not a coincidence that is kind of like getting a little resistance at this level. But as you can see, we also wicked up to, this was the highest we went for XRP. It was $3.28, $3.28. So I just wouldn't be surprised if we're even trying to tackle that level before a pullback. Now, I have to be honest, I don't know when these pullbacks are gonna happen. I generally don't know. So this is why I'm wondering if we're going to entertain this highs of finding our resistance for as long as we can. When we enter into our full moon, we'll get a higher support level, which may then push us up to this zone. Or will we ignore all of that? Will we ignore all of that and just continue up probably tomorrow to reach the highs before we go and find our support? And once we've found our support, you then long the market when it finds its support. Could we basically continue up, come back down somewhere to our full moon? Maybe if here's a resistance to $2.73, 74, and then go on to break our all-time high officially from the highest wick we've been to when it's coming up to our full moon. So I have to be honest, I do not know. We're just going to see how the market goes, because I'm going to unhide all of my drawings now, so it's going to be messy, so just bear with me. just bear with me. I've been following this thing like crazy. It was my niece's 18th solar return. She turned 18 years ago. My baby niece, my favorite only niece, she's my only niece, came to this earth. So I was kind of celebrating that with her. But just look at this. Look at this. So fibs. We're going to focus just on the fibs. But just from this zone here, this cluster that we had before we broke out, and I'm like, oh, this apex, it needs to break out soon. We literally pull in the fibs from swing high to swing low. That's what you do for buying pressure. We surpassed the highest point of the fibs. You can definitely put like more in there, but this usually is a sign to say, okay, kind of get out, you know. Especially passing all of the 618s, the 1.618, 2.618, and 3.618. We surpassed it. So then I'm gonna just move this fib aside just so you can see it. Oh, just want to move the fib. Yeah, move that aside just so you can see this one. So I added this cluster of fibs from the little trading cluster that we had here. We're on the W time frame, so you can't really see it. You can't see it at all. When I go down to like the daily, you'll be able to see it. But we had a trading cluster of sideward momentum round about this zone, 150, 140 to 150. We had this trading cluster. So I pulled another fib, and look, we are sat right at the top of it. So I'm just like, jeez, what are we going to do? Are we going to overextend to this highest point? Reaching here will reach the highest point XRP has ever reached. We have already surpassed this one from its initial breakout. And we've gone how much since there? 28%. We'll be a bit conservative, 28%. So from here to here, how much is that? It's 19%, 20%. So basically, I'm seeing it's possible for us to reach the all-time high that we've wicked to ever for XRP. That's like a big possibility. I'm just having a sip of my fermented grape juice. So I just wouldn't be surprised if we were to push up just to touch this level, because we all know XRP has been lagging. And if you have been following me, watching my videos all this time, so many codes were in the Gematria connections that XRP was connected to. It's like so many things, it was inevitable. So I do need to bring you awareness. Don't sleep on XPR because it is the same coding as well. Okay, don't sleep on XPR. It could be the next XRP. Maybe not the next, maybe a little bit less, but you know, it's super, super duper cheap, under a penny right now. So, yeah, basically, point being, we're at this zone right now, and I just wouldn't be surprised if we were to hyperextend to our highest point before getting a retracement. No, darling, you need to go on upstairs. Let mommy finish this video, okay? Go on. Let mommy finish this video. So I can't pause this, darling. It's a one-time record. I can't do it. So yeah, and especially just looking on the weekly anyway, we have had a lot of green upward momentum, but it's also not been that long. So this is where I'm saying, could we just continue up more? But maybe we won't get as much as a higher candle when it comes to the MACD, but there's still buying pressure. Looking at the RSI on the W time frame as well, we are super extended, but it's like even when we probably come down a bit, it still does like little, you know, little waves, and that wave could be higher price action. So I feel it's probably safe for me to say we're definitely getting some resistance at this level. But as we broke through this from our initial breakout and we still continued, I just wouldn't be surprised if XRP just goes all out and it goes for its highest wick. It needs to fill up trading patterns between that point because it's all blue skies basically. And then it may do that while it may hover, be a bit sideways, be a bit flat, be a bit still, up and down, choppy, very volatile. But whilst it builds up structure, it can then get the momentum to break through this all-time high and continue on up. Continue on up. Now, let's take a look at the zones for its breaking past the all-time high. So I am going to delete this one, but I'm going to save the other ones just so I can show you the trading clusters. I put all of these blue lines. I'm like, oh, when it passes there, when it passes there, when it passes there. And it's honestly been so amazing to see. And we were out today and I hardly had any signal. And it was just like, no, but I still saw it though. So it was amazing. So just looking at this. Oh gosh, what's going on? Charlie bit my finger. So looking at this anyway, and I know over here we mainly look at utility like XRP and Bitcoin. I don't go into much of meme coins, but I did go over and start recording a Shiba Inu video, and I feel that that is going to be a good meme coin to get into, as well as Doge anyway. But don't sleep on Shiba Inu and Floki. When I can figure it out, because my threads just done me over. When I can figure it out, I can show you all the Gematria connections, but don't sleep on SHIB, okay? Because it's under a penny. Don't sleep on SHIB. So anyway, pulling from the swing high to swing low. These are my fib levels, by the way. If you want to set them, these targets to yourself, you can just go set it. But these are our targets when we break through our wick of the all-time high. We're at $5. I'm actually going to put these here right now live, so it's there for me on my chart anyway. I like to put it just a little bit below the, where's the candle wick? Can't see, it's Yasa, innit? Yeah, Yasa, yeah, it's here. So I'm gonna put it just, I like to put it just below. So I'm getting a bit more time to basically $5. We'll just round it, $8, and then $11. And if we're to reach this, $13. And I'm not gonna lie, I feel XRP can do that easily. If we're to jump up that 20%, was it 12? We'll just do 19, $16. If it's to repeat the same, could be very easy for XRP to reach. Just looking at how it's moved here, it could easily reach all of these targets. And conservatively, I don't really want to throw out big numbers because many people are saying, oh, it's going to reach to $100, $50, this dollars, $1,000. I just make sure if you're watching this video, don't get caught up in the hype of high numbers and miss your opportunity to sort your life out. Just please don't do that. If anything, take what you need to sort your life out, what you need to get, have some reserves, whatever your plan is, and just leave a small amount in there to see what it does next before the bear market fully starts. That would be my biggest wisdom of advice to you. Because people are saying it's going to reach some high dollars. The only thing I'd say it could reach, and I did do it in my last video, is if we were to move up the same amount it did here from breakout to its wick of the all-time high, we can round it off 1,000%. So doing 1,000%, if we're to do 1,000% from this breakout, obviously it's not that high. It's, where is it? Oh, where's that zone? I hate it when I do that, it don't show. Okay, $7. So doing 1,000% move from the breakout gives us $7. So definitely keep $7 in mind from the breakout that we've had. However, if we're to do 1,000% from our all-time high, oh, does it move? No, I'm gonna have to do this. I did do it in my last video. I don't want this to be too long. Just keep an eye on obviously this point right there. We're doing this super tiny, but 1,000% from our breakout gives us $33. Literally $33 if it's to do the same amount that it done the first time. But I'm not fully entertaining that. So we got 7, 33, 5, 8, 11, and what was the other one? 16. So yeah, write them down if you would like to go on TradingView and put these in yourself so you can see. But we're going to just take a quick look on like the smaller time frames now. I'm going to delete this fib because I can add it anytime. We'll keep the blue lines there so we know. We're going to go to the daily, reset the chart. Oh, okay. So this was the trading cluster where I done the swing high to swing low. And as you can see, we just broke straight through it, A lot of blue lines. Please forgive me. Please forgive me for the lot of blue lines. Let's go and put in our moon phases because that's what we spoke about in our video. So as you can see, XRP just went straight through the moon. XRP went straight through the motherfucking moon. So interesting. This is why I'm saying, as we're still technically finding our resistance, because when it comes to these moons, it doesn't mean exactly, oh, it's going to stop there. Well, we pushed right through it. It's giving the signal that it's finding its new resistance level. So that is what I need to bring your awareness to. Where is XRP going to find its resistance level? And we will still be in this up until uno, dos, tres, cuatro, cinco, up until Venus Day. Okay, Freya Day, Friday. So yeah, for me, it just seems to still be trying to find its resistance level because it's still just hovering up and down right now. And it really looks like it wants to do one more leg to this zone. That's what it looks like. But obviously we don't know because there is a resistance level happening right there. I'm gonna move the moons now because you can see. So this is, oh no, with the moon as well. I'm wondering, oh, confirmation burp. If we get pulled up to this zone, will our full moon on the 15th, our cold moon, will it come in at this level and will this be our new support? Because I'm sure this was the zone price the body of the candle went to, but we wicked up to this zone. So will the body of the candle of what we did back in 2018, the beginning, will that become the new support? Um, and then will we gain structure and then continue on up to the upside? Like, I'll be honest, I wouldn't be surprised because when XRP is ready to move, it's ready to move. If there's a $5 XRP before Christmas, but then that may also depend if Bitcoin wants to move first or not, or will it hover between this zone throughout December and we break into our all-time high in January in Q1. Okay, so just looking at, we're going to put on our Bollinger Bands BB. Oh, it's, yeah, oh gosh, it's fully extended past the bigger band of the Bollinger Band. Where's the bottom one? Oh, wait, there. Is it the blue? Yes, it's the blue. So it's fully extended past it. Um, it's super extended right now. That's literally all I can say. It's super extended. So just don't be alarmed if there is some retracements. Don't be alarmed at all. We've already got two of them on. We've got our EMAs on, and it's super extended from this as well. So don't be alarmed for a pullback when it's needed. But like I says, I just wouldn't be surprised if it does that last push up and then there's like a bigger pullback because that will push out more of the retail investors. It will scare them off. Like, what's going on? I don't know what's going on. I need to get out. I'm losing my money. And then it will just scare them away before it does what it needs to do. And I just feel XRP is catching up. I feel it's catching up because it's done been suppressed for so long, so long. So yeah, like look, the 50 is all the way down here. The MACD on the daily is getting high, but these aren't even getting ready to turn yet. The RSI on the daily were clearly overbought, So yeah, but I'm not gonna lie, any XRP before its all-time high is super cheap. Confirmation burp is super cheap. We're gonna put on these and hide these. So it's following these nicely. So this, what is this? The EMA ribbons. No, these are the SMAs. This one's the EMAs. I get confused with them, but it's being supported a bit more nicely with the EMA ribbons right now. But still, it's still away from it. So I don't know. I feel this $2 region may be like a level to look at for a pullback if we're to just collapse quite harshly. Yeah, this $2 region or our last all-time high. I don't know, people. I don't know how far it will pull back, to be honest. I really don't know. But generally, just gaining support off of the moving averages is something it could do. However, if we do pull up into this next leg up properly tomorrow or tonight, just looking at the chart now, it's just looking like it wants to explode. I'm looking at it on my phone whilst doing the video. But anyway, like if it does pull up that one last bit and then slowly kind of comes down, or it may be fast, that may give these time to catch up to get to a higher level, so it doesn't fall back down to like $1, if you know what I mean. I'm keeping more of the $2 zone in mind, but it's all just seeing how it goes at this point. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. A lot of, oh look, there's just not a lot of volume happening here, so more people may be trying to get out, which could cause the price to go down. But like I says, we are in our resistance level, so will we gain support on this zone at the 249 and our full moon comes in? Yeah, like we're going to keep these levels on check, especially as we get into the next cycle. Because where its support will become a bit more clearer after we go through this cycle and begin this one. So, oh, don't watch my messy back screen. Everything's just a mess in my life right now. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not gonna lie. So yeah, we'll take a look. I can't remember what this is, but it's on there because Waters Above said put it on, so I just put it on. We're gonna take a look just down to the hourly to get a quick look, then we'll look at Bitcoin. Oh no, my battery's going. This video is gonna be all about XRP. I'm not gonna lie. So just on the 4 hour, as you can see, ZMACD still kind of pointing up, so there may still be, it's getting like the light green, but the buying pressure is going down. But yeah, we're still overbought. My laptop battery's dying, but I can't charge it when I've got the mic in, so that's why I'm like, and my son's using the charger right now. So yeah, but I'm just also not gonna lie, this just doesn't, the candle formation just doesn't look like it's finished. If you even just go and scroll back to like when XRP kind of tops out, it just doesn't look like it's finished. We'll generally get one going up, then you'll get another one that doesn't quite pass that one, and that is a signal of it's then going down. So that's why I'm like, are we gonna get one more blow off top, comes down, tries again, doesn't get as high, and then it really does its correction? So we'll see. Again, just looking at it like this, it looks like it's just clustering up, forming a triangle pattern, gain support off these to be pushed up to the next zone. So that's all we'll look at for XRP in the hizzy. Anyway, we'll take a quick look at Bitcoin, because Bitcoin is moving a little bit slow. Like what's going on with the bit of the coin of the bit. So we had a deeper correction and it found its support, and it clearly, oh, look at that. I do feel this may be the end of Bitcoin's correction and it may continue to go up. Just throw in the moons on. We'll go deeper into Bitcoin on the next video. But as you can see, that was clearly its resistance level. So it's found its resistance, and it's been pushed down to find its support. So maybe a bit more sideward momentum going on with Bitcoin happening there. I'm going to just take a quick look. I know this wasn't long for Bitcoin, but it was all about XRP. I just want to see the DXY quickly. Okay, so it really feels as if Bitcoin is following the same thing as the DXY, as the dollar, which is quite interesting. We just kind of went up, topped out, come down, and we're trying again, but Bitcoin has been reversed again. So that's interesting. We've clearly found support off this zone. So it's looking like, depending how we respond to this level, there's a bit of rejection there. But if we break through this level, it's attacking this level at some point. So it's all interesting to see, people. It's all interesting to see. But I do need to end it here. It was all about XRP in the hizzy. And like I said, XRP and my name equal the same, 58. And that rhymes because we're the king of rhymes. XRP in the hizzy. Anyway, we're in the midst of the bull run, and it's amazing that you're here with me on this journey. It really is amazing going through it real time instead of just seeing videos. This is going to go down in history, people. It really is. But this is it. We'll definitely dig deeper into more of the other coins like HBAR, Shiba Inu, Floki, ideally in the next video. But this was just about XRP because that's all my battery was allowing. But do make sure you grab the calendars. It finishes in April 2025. Okay, there's physical and digital copies available, and there's a diary available too. This is done, but if anyone wants to back test, you can back test. It's going to be cheaper than that. And do make sure you stick around for the next calendar, people, which will be available on Etsy soon. The digital copies will be available this cycle, like 100%. Had a little technical issues, but it will be available this cycle, and the physical copies will be available mid-December, ideally, but before Christmas. And the diaries will be available. Realistically, I'm gonna say January, but it starts. Excuse me, confirmation, but it starts in April anyway, so you are not missing a thing. April 2025, so there's plenty of time before this begins. But thank you everybody for watching this video. If you did like it, do give a thumbs up. I forget to say this at the beginning, but do help your girl out by supporting. If you can grab a calendar, that's amazing. If not, just like and comment on the video. But thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next Crypto Angles podcast. Angel out. Bye.